Force retire everyone at the age of 65. Everyone, from cashiers to congresspeople. Reinforce the social safety net for retirement on a tiered system to account for inflation. I'm a millennial and I know people on my age spectrum that can't find jobs on any level right now. I also know a local kitchen worker who's in his 70s. Why does he still have to work that job? Why doesn't my buddy Nicole have that job? She's out of work. She's 33. Our leadership. I'll talk about my side of the aisle first. I love Bernie Sanders. I love Elizabeth Warren. They need to get out of the way and retire. Here's a hot take I'm not used to making as a person who doesn't have a uterus. Why did we lose Roe v. Wade? Because Ruth Bader Ginsburg wouldn't retire while Obama was in office. Quoted as saying, who could they get to replace me? Refused to give up her crown until we had a geriatric on life support defending Roe v. Wade. Retire. On a personal level, if you're just joining us, I'm a millennial business owner. I run a custom Quinky clothing company. I worked for my boomer mother's Quinky clothing company. I built that brand with her for 7 years to success. She refused to retire and then started to run the business into the ground. So I left and the staff left with me. There comes a certain point in age and in life where you should not be making decisions for others. I love that news article meme that went around. Should we be electing more millennials to Congress? And the response was, given my understanding of linear time, I'm curious to see your alternative. This entitled fantasy of immortality that this age demographic has is just beyond logic and reason because they are. We should not have people in power that once spoke out against civil rights. We should not have people in power that once spoke out against women's rights. We should not have leaders in power that once spoke out against LGBTQ rights. We should not have leaders in power that once spoke out against a woman's right to choose. We shouldn't have leaders in business that don't understand the modern needs of a working person. And we shouldn't have leaders in business or government that believe I had to push a boulder to get mine. Why should I give you the same for pushing a button? The human species is advancing further and faster than anybody ever could have accounted for when they established these systems of leadership. At a certain point in your life and your brain, you lose the capacity to adapt at the pace that the younger people do. And I speak as one of them. I'm 39 years old and I barely know how to use this app. It's about perspective, it's about fealty to modernity, and it's about making decisions that will benefit generations to come. And we as a generation need to start making the decisions to take away the authority, the money, and the power of people whose time has passed. It's time for our elders to start being our elders, not our leaders.